What up, you guys? Happy Friday evening. Oh, it looks like okay, we're available now. Looks like I had a low connection for a hot second there. Hello, you guys. Happy Friday evening. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you so much again for watching this video. As you know, I always say you can make more money, but you can't make more time. So I'm truly blessed and appreciative that you're taking the time to watch this. Again, my name is Ninfa Lear, and just hit me up below where you're coming from where you're coming from. For the folks here that are watching, all right, so you're here to know what is the one habit that is guaranteed for you to have success, whatever that success is for you. Now, we all got our different successes, right? Some of us want to be a stay-at-home mom, some of us want to work from home, some of us want to be on stage and entertainment, or we want to be an accountant, or we just want to get through college. Whatever it is, whatever that success is for you, this one habit is going to change everything. I'm super excited for you to find out what exactly that is. So I've been reading this book. I've read this book maybe 10 times in the last 3 years. Like, you know, when you need a good reminder, and it's one of those simple, easy books that you read and you're like, gosh, this is so simple. I should just do this all the time, right? I love this book. It's absolutely amazing. And it's actually a book that I heard from Dave Ramsey. You know, I'm a huge fan of him. I was listening to one of his podcasts about 3 years ago, and he said, you got to read this book called Rich Habits. There it is, you guys, Rich Habits. It's super skinny. It's 89 pages. Not hard at all to read. You can also get it on Audible. Let me know if you want the link to that or what have you. But this one habit changed everything for me. So I'm going to talk to you about that today. And I love this book because it has the first 4 chapters are about 4 stories of people that are like ourselves, you know, average, ordinary people that may be struggling in their life, and then they do this one thing and it just changes everything for them. So I think it's awesome. And the Rich Habits is more than about money and wealth. It's about an abundant life, having great relationships, having good health, having an amazing career, doing a career you love to actually do, having the family that you've always wanted, also with the tragedy and negative things that come for life. They have all those things too, but they look on the more abundant side of things, and that's what makes them successful. That's what makes them have a more positive, fulfilling, abundant life. And so this is what I love about this book, because it's not about money necessarily. That's good. That's part of wealth, but it's about more than that. It's about relationships. It's about you just taking care of all of those areas in your life that makes you a whole person, and that makes you a happy person, because it's all about being happy. Hey, Nancy, how are you, girl? So here we go. We'll go right into it. So it is called, I'm going to read a little bit from the book here. It is called, it's the Rich Habit Promise number 1. I will form good daily habits and follow these daily habits every day. Now, you probably listen to that and you're like, well, that's super simple. But how many of us know what good daily habits we should be doing, and we don't do them, right? Super simple to do, super simple not to do, right? Deciding to watch Netflix throughout the night, deciding to look on your social media all day long instead of doing some work, deciding to, just waste time, right? Not doing the things that are really going to move you forward and help you feel amazing and purposeful in this life. So a lot of us, and I am so guilty of this, so tell me about it. I get it completely. But when you actually do something that you say you're going to do daily and you see progress in it, oh, that feels so good. I'm going to tell you this. This habit has really worked for me in getting my debt paid down. For years, I've been trying to get my debt paid down, and I'm finally getting a hole in it. Finally, to see. Literally in December, I paid $150 in my debt. Hey, Chuck, how are you? And $150, and now I'm up to $8,000 some dollars, just a mere 3 months later. Why? Because I decided to do a budget. Why? Because I decided to cut down on some expenses. Why? Because I decided to actually budget it in and actually have a name for every dollar. It just wasn't going out the window on me purchasing things. So these little things are so critical in our lives. So let's read this. I'm going to read this to you. So it says, good daily habits are the foundation of success. Successful people differ from unsuccessful people in their daily habits. Successful people have many good and few bad daily habits. Let's read that again. Successful people have many good and few bad daily habits. Unsuccessful people have many bad and few good daily habits. Most successful people are not even aware that they propose such habits. This is why defining success has always been difficult. Here's the deal. You know that woman or that guy at work where they're like doing 20 marathons a year, they have 300 babies at home, and they've got, you know what I mean? Like, here's the deal. Like, they do 2 marathons a year. They got 4 kids at home. They're a single parent. They've gotten their master's degree. They're always ranking up in the levels of the job. They're always positive, happy, excited. And you're like, how in the hell did they get anything fucking done? They got all the things that you could think that'd be against them, and they're like pushing forward like it's no big deal. And they never complain because their head is always down, getting the work done and moving forward because they don't have time. And if they do complain, they really are, we have really busted their bubble, pissed them off in some way, right? It's like very little, there's a little short window, they get a little upset and they get back to work because that is their habit, but they have no idea that that's why they're successful. Somebody taught them when they were younger what good, healthy, or happy habits were, good, successful, happy habits were. And they continued with those because that's what they were taught. And then they created their own. And they're like, I don't know why I did 2 marathons. I don't know why I have 4 kids and I'm able to rank up the ladder at my job. They don't know. They just like, I just do the thing that I'm supposed to do every day. Duh. Like, it's not a big deal for them. But for us, it's like mesmerizing. We're like, what? How? I don't understand. And it's just because they do it every day, no matter what. No matter if their life is crazy or out of balance or what have you, they keep that positive energy. They keep that consistent habit, doing it every day, day and night, because that's what makes them feel happy. A lot of us think that happiness is money or fame or whatever, these outside things. But it's actually the progress of doing something and accomplishing it that makes us happy. The progress of it. The journey. And we think the journey is long and it's, hard, blah, blah, blah. It's the journey, the process of doing it that makes you excited. And then they get, 3 months later, they've got something taken care of that they didn't really think about. But they're like, oh, I decided to do that 3 months ago. And I just got it done because I just did a little bit each day. No big deal. Just took 2 minutes each day and I got it done. So many of us are doing little things every day and then for a week and then complaining, why isn't it working out for us? It's because we're not continuing on. If we had just went that extra day, we would have seen that it started to work out. But we didn't do it. We just stopped. So this is what makes successful people successful. They do the thing. And they do that healthy, they do that good daily habit daily, whatever it is, and things work out for them. All right? It says, no person will ever be successful until they identify their strengths and weaknesses. Self-assessment requires brutal honesty. But how does one define a given strength or weakness? This is not an easy task, as it is often too nebulous a request. We get in our own way. Our egos interfere, and we are left with an uncertainty about the accuracy of our own goodness gracious, I can't read. Analysts. Yeah, analysts. I think that's what it is. Anyways, I'm having a hard time. We get we're uncertain of our assessment. That's basically what it's saying. It's much easier for a third party to assess us than for us to assess ourselves. Yeah, it's super true. You got to be able to your ego's got to be able to handle people's honesty, because that's something you probably don't want to hear. I know it's not something I don't want to hear. I know I am not a consistent person. I know that my integrity sometimes is lacking. I say I'm going to do something and I'm not. I don't. I know these things, right? I don't need you to tell me, right? But at the same token, I need you to tell me, because there could be something else that I'm missing that I just don't know, right? Especially when it comes to our strengths. Sometimes we're really focused. Sometimes I know all the things I can't do. But to know my strengths sometimes requires somebody else to tell me as well. So sometimes it's kind of cool to find out what that is, right? Okay, and a simple and foolproof approach to assessing ourselves is to look at our daily patterns of living and our daily habits. By recognizing our daily habits, we gain keener insight into our individual strengths and weaknesses. Understanding that our own bad daily habits are preventing us from becoming successful represents the first and the most significant step on a path toward financial success. So here's the deal. You need to take the next 3 days, maybe one day in the week, one day on the weekend, and literally write down everything you do at every moment of the day. Right? You get up and you turn off your alarm and you go back to bed for a half an hour. Right? You sleep through that alarm. And then you finally get up half an hour later, and you get up, you wash your face, you brush your teeth, and you just go through the process. You make your coffee really late, so you're always running late to work. You finally get there, and you're always 15 minutes late, or maybe you're actually there on time, but you're negative, or you don't say hello to people. Whatever it is, you just write down everything you do throughout the day. And it could be positive. You eat a very nutritional breakfast, nutritional lunch, you work out each day. Awesome. Just write down the things you do. If you can do a full week, that's awesome. And do it on separate pieces of paper and then rip them out and then put them aside next to each other and look at the habits that you do daily. That is a consistent beast for you, right? And circle those. Whether good or bad, doesn't matter what it is. You always come home and for 5 hours you watch Netflix at night. Whatever it is, right? Write that down because there's going to be something eye-opening about that and about the habits that you're going to choose to get better at so that you can become successful and abundant in your life. And with that said, once you find those habits, it says on one piece of paper, form 2 columns. List of your bad habits on one column and then invert each of the bad habits on the other column as the opposite. Which we'll refer to as good habits. So let's give you an example here. It's on this page here. Lists of bad habits and their good habits that they've put towards here. They said, I watch too much television. I limit myself to 1 hour of TV a day, right? That's something you could totally do, right? You still get your TV, but it's only an hour a day instead of your 6 hours, right? I don't exercise regularly. I exercise 30 minutes a day. I don't watch what I eat. I eat no more than whatever calories per day, right? Maybe for you, it's less carbohydrates or no refined sugars a day, whatever it is. I don't do my workout. Goodness, I don't do my work-related reading. I read 30 minutes each day. I procrastinate. Y'all, I'm bad at that. I mean, I do these videos late at night, not because I don't have time to do it earlier, but because I procrastinate. I complete items on my to-do list every day. I waste too much time on the internet. Amen to that, you guys. I limit my daily recreational internet use. Maybe you go down to an hour a day, right? I smoke. I will not smoke today. I don't return phone calls right away. I will return every phone call today. I don't remember names. I write down names and remember them. I forget important dates. I acknowledge dates that are important to others, right? So this is a really great one. It's not my actual bad habits into the good habits, but that's what's in this book here. And it's awesome. And it says, after you've done this, review them. Okay, yeah. For 30 days, follow your new good habits. Review them once in the morning, once at noon, and once at bedtime. And this way, each and every day, hold yourself accountable for following them. The objective is to complete at least 80% of your good habits each day. And bam, guys, that is the habit that's going to change your world. That's going to rock. Number one thing you got to do is to get in some good habits every day so that your life can change in a better way. All right, it's super simple. So they've got a total of 10, what they call, let me see, 10 rich habits promises. If you want those, just let me know. All you got to do is message me here on Facebook or DM me on Instagram or on YouTube, Instagram, or on Facebook. Put in the comments. I want those 10 habits, baby, because I'm trying to get successful, right? And so let me know about that. And that number 7 one, that was a game changer for me. This is the reason why I'm getting out of debt. All right. So it was game changer. If you want that information, you really don't have to read this book. I'm providing it for you. Or I can just give you a link to this book too as well, and you can read it yourself. It's literally 89 pages, or you can go on Audible to get it. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Stay happy. Stay healthy. Don't worry. And take care of yourself. I love you. Mwah. Bye.